jojoba oil by Handcraft Blends. I've had this one for quite a while as well. It's 10% off right now. Jojoba oil is an oil that is naturally rich in vitamin E. So it has some benefits on its own for using this for hair. Let's go ahead and get started, you guys. We're gonna start off with something. I've been talking about like scalp health and things like that a lot pretty recently. I have another item in the carousel today that I'll get into in a moment that I've also featured. But I really like this silicone scalp massager. One way that you can do, self-care at home is just a scalp massage. It helps to increase the circulation in your scalp, which can promote a lot of health positive things. So I like this. It has these little silicone, I don't know if I call these bristles or not, but these little silicone things here that have like a little bit of flexibility to them. So it gives you like a good, I guess, rub, but it's not harsh. It doesn't feel harsh, but it also is good enough where, if it's scratchy or anything, you guys, this feels so nice on the scalp. You can also use this in the shower if you're doing your shampoo routine and you want just a little extra lather and kind of do a scalp massage there. If you're doing just kind of like a everything, I think they call them now, everything showers, where you're doing, your normal bath, but you're doing, hair, shave, all of the things in the shower, everything shower. You can certainly just add a scalp massage into it in the mix if you're already washing your hair anyway. And once again, it's a really nice, easy way that you can help increase the circulation in your scalp. It feels really nice. It can help you lather your shampoo. And it has this little handle here that makes it very easy to hold in your hand, and it has the little finger grooves here. So very easy. It doesn't slip if you're using it in the shower. And yeah, one really nice way you can do some self-care. Think about it this weekend. You can give yourself a scalp massage while you're watching your favorite TV show or anything like that, which I need to do. On Amazon now, we can add media lists to our storefront. So like all the shows that I'm watching right now, I need to make a media list so when I get on here I can actually refer to it on there. But I do have a couple of a few books that I usually do audiobooks. If you're interested in that, I have a media list there. But anyway, if you're watching your favorite show, you could give yourself a scalp massage. If you're doing your shampoo routine, self-care spa day, you can use this in the shower. All right, another, I would call these quick pickups. This is something I've talked about a few times now. It's still one of my favorite purchases of last year. This is the Buff Puff. I have the Gentle. There is a regular version of this one, but for daily use, I prefer the Gentle. This is just a very easy way that you can use to exfoliate your skin. It has a really nice wide, I guess wide-ish, large surface area, so you can get a lot of area at once, and then it kind of rounds off to a little bit of a point, so it's easy to kind of get into, like size of your nose, things like that. It feels very nice. You do feel the exfoliation. I know a lot of times when people hear Gentle, they're like, is it gonna do enough? It definitely does enough for me, and it's great for daily use to just kind of yes, Maria, definitely. I love this Buff Puff. Thank you for joining the chat as well. And once again, you guys, it's just a very easy way to just kind of buff off dead skin, give yourself a nice exfoliation. Again, if you're treating yourself and doing like a self-care spa day, this is just one little thing that you can have in your routine that's affordable, that still kind of makes you feel like you have that spa at home vibe. So I really love this for exfoliation. And although it also lathers really good, because I normally use, I have two cleansers. I have the Peach Slices salicylic acid cleanser. I've talked about, I think I just spoke about that one yesterday or the day before where I talked about some skincare if you're interested in that. And then I use the Vanny Cream Gentle Cleanser. So I have two that I alternate between. And I like this one with the Vanny Cream because I can just put a little bit on there and then just, it'll like kind of lather and exfoliate all at once. So really really like this if you guys want to, again, add to just your exfoliation or some self-care spa day at home. Also for exfoliation, I have a couple of feet items here because your feet need some TLC too. This is a nano glass foot file, which nano glass, if you've never felt it, it's kind of hard to describe. The surface looks, you know, very flat here. So you would think that maybe, you know, it's not, you know, like a strong exfoliation, but it really is. It really does a good job of kind of grabbing dead skin and doing a really nice exfoliation. I also think it looks very chic and sleek. But I love to use this. You guys can kind of see here the glass that you use, which it sounds scarier than it actually is, but I really love this to exfoliate feet. If your feet get a little rough, you know, you have like some callus buildup, things like that, and you just want something to kind of try to exfoliate that away. I really love this one. It has a nice hole that you can tie something to if you want to hang it in the shower. Right, I've had like the greater kind before, but what I like about this one, you guys know, like, so I could call it the greater kind, but there's separation, a little bit of separation in between, even if it's like very fine. There's separation. With the nano glass, there's not really a lot of separation between it, so you're not missing anything when you're in that area. So I really do like this. And also thank you for your comment again, Maria, but love this. Beautiful design, and it works really well for exfoliation. All right, next, you guys, I've spoken about this one a few times. I just used it again yesterday. I like to use this for like in between my hair wash days to kind of detox, or this has actually a lot of things, but okay, let me tell you if you're working out, if your hair gets sweaty, even if you're not working out, you're in between wash days, you might start to, you know, get a little bit of buildup on your scalp. You can use this as a pre-shampoo treatment, just to kind of break up anything that might have built up on your scalp, or you can use this in between your washes. It just really does a good job of exfoliating, hydrating, soaking up excess oil and impurities on your scalp. I went off of some of the ingredients that it has in here. I'll do it again. The first two ingredients are water and glycerin, which I really like because, again, for hydration, even if you're trying to gently cleanse your scalp, you don't want it to be too dry. So it starts off with water and glycerin, which is great. It also has mandelic acid and lactic acid, which is to gently exfoliate the scalp as well. It also has basil, lemon, and this is really small, basil, lemon, and tea tree oil. Well, the basil and lemon are extracts, and the tea tree oil, which are all essential oils. So essential oils don't really function like, you know, a traditional oil, like a jojoba oil, things. Essential oils typically do not contribute to fungal acne. So, you know, using it on your scalp, you know, I typically avoid oils on my scalp, but I can use an essential oil, if that makes sense. Lots of great ingredients in here, you guys. But again, this works as a pre-treatment. So again, if you're doing a self-care kind of everything spa day at home, and you want a pre-treatment just specific to your scalp, again, to really help kind of pre-cleanse your scalp before a wash, or since it is a leave-on treatment, you can use it in between wash days. So really nice. I really like this product here. I got the smaller version because it was a new purchase for me, so I wanted to give it a try. I absolutely love this, and because of that lemon peel extract, it has a really nice kind of lemony scent, which it just kind of adds to the, you know, the value of it for me. But really nice. This is the Pattern Beauty Deep Scalp Detox here. So definitely give this a try. I'm going to purchase the larger size as soon as I'm done with this. I actually got the 2-pack. So I put the single bottle here in the carousel, but on the product page, you can get 2 of these small ones, or you can just get a larger one. So I got a double pack. I wanted to give it a try, and I'm going to commit to getting the larger size because I really, really love this. Okay, a couple things next to kind of really add to that at-home spa self-care love thing that we are focusing on today. These are the Body Restore shower steamers. Okay, I have the eucalyptus and mint. That's the only ones, the only scent that I've purchased before. They do have other ones available, but I love the eucalyptus and mint. On those days where, you know, you just have a little extra stress, you really just need something to kind of decompress. I love shower steamers. In this you get 15 tablets. And I'll show you guys. Even when I open the bag without even opening the tablet packet, you can automatically smell that eucalyptus and mint, which is really, really great. Also, you know, if you get a little bit congested, that eucalyptus and mint might help to open up, you know, open up some things for you. But they come in these individual packs here inside of the bag. You get 15 of these, and to use it, you just open it up and you place it on the floor in your shower, not in the direct stream, but close enough to where the water kind of runs towards it. And it's activated by that in the steam in the shower. So you just get this aroma of eucalyptus and mint. If you really do, you know, want to treat yourself, thank you guys for the follows. If you really do kind of want to treat yourself to, again, maybe, you know, you're saving some money, or you just kind of like DIY things and you really want to kind of create that spa ambiance at home. I love these for that. You know, especially if like my husband has had like a really, you know, kind of long work day. When he gets home, I just think to, you know, ask him, do you want a shower steamer today? And he'll be like, yes, that would be so nice. Just because, again, it's just, it can be very relaxing. And then, you know, eucalyptus and mint, it has like the essential oil. Again, it just kind of brings all of that out in the steam, and it can be a very relaxing environment. If you're interested, they do have other kinds available. I believe there's like a citrus one for morning. I haven't tried that one, but now that I'm thinking about it, I might give it a try. This is also 17% off right now, you guys, so you can take advantage of that. But love these shower steamers. Great for home spa situation. And next I have, okay, this is a little, I've had this for years now, but it's still working really well, so I wanted to show it today. This is the Vanity Planet Aira Iconic facial steamer. I've used this not only to steam my face, I've actually used this to steam my hair, just because I can hold it, you know, in my hand and do like a little hair steam. But I've had this for maybe like 5 years now, you guys. I've had this for quite a while. Mine has a little bit of build up on it because I use it so much. But I really, really like this. This is really great if you guys want to do like a at-home kind of facial steamer. You can see here it has this little piece, so you can adjust the direction that is flowing. So if you have it sitting on the counter in front of you, the counter is lower, and maybe you're sitting in a chair in front of like a countertop, you can tilt it upward to get that steam flowing towards you. And similarly, if you have it sitting up higher, you can tilt it downward to give you a really nice steam. I like the steam flow from this one. You get a really nice steam. You don't have to hold it. You certainly should not hold it this close to your face. You got to give it a little bit of room here. But I really, really love this. And I didn't bring out the little pieces, I'm sorry. But in the product image, you can see these little pods. Okay, you use these to put like essential oils in. So if you want to enhance your steam and put like, I don't know, some eucalyptus or something like that, you can place essential oils in this as well. It tells you right here, I did not take off my sticker, but it is high temperature steam. So I like it. You get a really nice steam. It's you know, high heat, so you want to have some distance from your face. But again, I like this. It has these little feet, so it sits comfortably on the counter. But the size is you know, I wanted a larger one, not like the little small handheld ones, because I wanted to make sure that it was going to have enough steam for me, which it does. But I can also just kind of hold it in the palm of my hand, which I have done to also steam my hair. So really like this. This is a really nice way that you can treat yourself. It is something, you know, maybe you can budget it in, but I've had mine for years and it still works wonderfully. So this has lasted me quite a long time. So I felt like I really got my money's worth out of this here. So I love this, and definitely want to check it out if you guys want to do, you know, any type of at-home spa. I love those vibes. Plus, you know, when you're thinking about what you might spend if you went to, you know, an actual spa, which can be pretty expensive, a lot of times you can kind of get your money's worth from, you know, doing something at home. You're not going to get the same, I guess, exact spa results, but you can still kind of create the ambiance at home and save money in comparison to actually going to one. So really like this for at home facials and things. I have a couple things that you can use with it if you're interested. These are the I have two from Kiehl's. These are the Rare Earth. I have the Deep Pore Daily Cleanser, and then I also have the Cleansing Mask. I love, for me, my skin is oily anyway, so I do like kind of clay-based products here because I feel like it does a good job of kind of pulling like oil and impurities out of your pores. It can, you know, be beneficial to people that have oilier skin. This is made with Amazonian white clay. It's meant to exfoliate and detoxify the skin. Is formulated for normal to oily skin types. You know, so if you have drier skin, you might not have a real benefit of using a clay mask, unless, you know, you just want something, again, that you can use like on a spa day with a steamer, which still might feel really nice on the skin. A white clay, I'm reading some of the information that it gives on it if you're not familiar. White clay, you know, it has white clay particles that helps to remove like debris, toxins, things like that from your skin, oils, just those impurities that can kind of clog your pores. So this exfoliation, it has like a little bit of a grittiness to it. So again, two products I feel like really give me that spa at home vibe. I like using these together, especially on those days where I'm going to use my steamer. So I'll use the steamer, I'll steam my face first for like a few minutes just to kind of soften and open up the pores, and then I'll go in. I think I made a video doing this like years ago and posted it here on Amazon, but then I'll go in with the Deep Pore Cleanser and just kind of gently buff away, exfoliate, and I'll rinse that off. Then with the steam, you know, still going, I'll just give it like another little steam action, and then I'll apply the next product here in the carousel. This is the Kiehl's Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask. So it's also made with the Amazonian white clay, which again can help to detoxify your skin, remove oil, impurities, things like that from your pores. I'll open this up so you guys can see here. Mine is a little bit it's used. But you just take some of this and you just apply it as a mask. You leave it on, and then is when I step away from the steam, because I like to let it dry down on the skin, and then once you're done with that, you can just give it a rinse off. Really great for oily skin, even if you have normal skin, but normal to oily skin types, this is great for as a mask to you know, remove those things that can clog your pores and cause acne or other things like that. So really nice mask you can use here for your skin. I also love these. Now, I use these daily and not just on self-care days, but these are the Arch and M. These are exfoliating, I don't know what they call, I think they call them bath towels, but I heard people talking about these years ago. I've had these for quite a while now. I've got multiple colors in these here. The color doesn't matter, they all feel the same. These, the white, are 23% off right now in a limited time deal. You get a pack of 3. They last so long. I mean, getting a 3-pack, and now unless you just specifically want to change them, you know, often, you don't have to. This is like a nylon like material, so you can actually clean this. But it's really, really nice. I like to, you know, I'll just roll it up in a ball and then wash. It feels so nice. It gives a really, really good exfoliation. Again, I use this daily on my skin, especially my legs. And then, you know, if you use it open the long way, you can, if I can grab the end here, you can give yourself a really nice exfoliation like on your back. You can switch up and do different angles to give your back a really, really nice scrub. Again, love this for exfoliation purposes. It also lathers up soap and things like that really well. And it's a really nice way. I use this daily, but you know, even if you're using this, you know, special for self-care Sundays or something like that, it's really nice for those everything shower days where you just want a good exfoliation. You want your face exfoliated, steamed, everything scrubbed down, scalp scrubbed down. I should have put a scalp scrub in the carousel today because I have those as well, but I'll do that for the next edition when I do like a self-care live. But anyway, love these here. Pack of 3 at this price point. Remember that. So you get a 3-pack of these. If you want to get them for maybe a household and you have a few people, they do have the multicolor packs, which I bought before. So it'll have like blue, yellow, and I forget the blue, yellow, and pink, I believe, or the multicolor packs I got before, which is what I had at first. And my husband was like, oh, I really like those because I was using it in the shower. So I just gave him like the blue out of the multicolor pack, and then we could differentiate between whose is whose if you keep it in the shower. So yeah, you can certainly use a multicolor pack if you want to get them for, you know, a household or multiple people. But if you're going for the aesthetic vibes and you just want like the white, you know, white, greens, browns, like earthy tones, you can just get the white. All right, next I have this organic jojoba oil by Handcraft Blends. I've had this one for quite a while as well. It's 10% off right now. Jojoba oil is an oil that is naturally rich in vitamin E. So it has some benefits on its own for using this for hair, skin, and nails, specifically nails. A lot of people use these. When I was trying to grow out my nails, which I had a reason I had to cut them down that we're not gonna get into today, but I was using this daily on my nails to strengthen them and help grow them. And I have really results from using this on an everyday basis. But certainly if you want an oil that's very moisturizing, again, this is organic jojoba oil by Handcraft. Well, let me be specific. Oil itself isn't moisturizing. It feels good on the skin, but oil is meant to seal in moisture. So using this on skin that is damp, which I did not just do, using this on skin that is damp or hair that is damp, that is how you really get the best effects out of using any oil on your skin. But it does feel nice. I just put this on dry skin. Let me use one of my lotions here that I'm gonna get into in just a second, just so I don't feel I use it in the wrong order. But certainly you use oil to help seal in moisture. So using a lotion first and then an oil, or using it just on damp skin. A lot of benefits out of this one. So if you are doing, again, a self-care day, a spa day at home, and you want an oil that you can add, you know, after your bath, or if you're doing, you know, manicure treatment, nail treatment, I would recommend picking up this jojoba oil by Handcraft Blends. Let me be specific there. All right, I'm just checking ahead and seeing what I have here. All right, I have 3 of these EOS body lotions that I'm a really big fan of. I featured these a lot, but sorry if you guys are hearing this for the, you know, 100th time. But I love these so much. I have 3 scents. These are very, very moisturizing to the skin. They have like an oil butter combination. It has 7 oils, and it's formulated with natural wild grown shea butter. So you get the, you know, if you ever use like shea butter, it's pretty like rich on the skin. And this one is as well, but because it's blended with those oils, you don't have to work hard to work it in. So I feel like you're getting the best of both. I'm not going to pretend to know exactly how the formulation, but this just glides right onto the skin, and it feels so moisturizing. It feels so good, you guys. And in addition to that, it smells wonderful. So I have 3 scents. Honestly, every time I talk about these, I'm tempted to go on and get more, but I have 3 bottles that are like, well, some of them are a little like halfway used, but I was like, I don't want to over purchase things. I have 3 bottles of this already. So I'm going to get through these 3, and then I'll probably try some new scents in these. Because they also have like jasmine, peach, that sounded really good. Okay, they also have what else have I seen? Strawberry, like a strawberry one that sounds really good. I think there's also like a pistachio one. Perhaps there's so many of these now, but I would tell you guys the ones that I have. So I have vanilla cashmere, which smells great if you're a vanilla lover. You can never go wrong with vanilla. And this one smells to me like a vanilla cupcake. It smells like a very sweet vanilla cupcake. This is definitely great for a gourmand, a fragrance lover, if you like things that kind of smell like desserts. This is wonderful here. And then I have the Fresh and Cozy of this one. Once again, it has it's an oil butter combination like formula, has 7 oils, and it's made with wild grown natural shea butter here. It's also made for sensitive skin. I don't think I mentioned that before, but it says here on the bottle that it's formulated for sensitive skin. Feels so moisturizing on the skin. It just glides on. I like that you don't have to work hard to like work it in to the skin, but you still feel very moisturized. I feel very moisturized when I use this one. This one is the Fresh and Cozy. To me, this one has like a light, like kind of floral scent to it. I'm gonna just put a little bit more so I can remember. Now I'm still smelling vanilla. Hold on. Yes, this one has, if you like florals, like this has a very like light kind of floral scent. It's not heavily scented where it's overpowering, but you can still smell it. So what I like to do, I like to use these for layering as well. So, you know, if I do Fresh and Cozy, you know, I'll put that underneath, because fragrances, I don't know if you guys knew this, but fragrances perform better on the skin when the skin is well moisturized. So you're better off having like moisturized skin, like having some type of lotion on your skin first. And if you wear like fragrance on your skin versus your clothes, and you spray it on having moisturized skin, it'll give you a little bit of longevity with the fragrance. So I love these for layering. If I do Fresh and Cozy, I'll probably follow it up with I would probably do like a floral or like a musky fragrance to kind of add to this. Like, well, this will add to the fragrance that you're wearing, if that makes sense. So I love mixing different things like that too, because I feel like that's how you get like your signature scent. Because, you know, to me, a signature scent is not just like you buy a perfume, like let's say like Good Girl perfume. that can be a lot of people's signature, you know, perfume, like the one that they like to wear. But to have a signature scent, I think it's just like your natural body chemistry with whatever other kind of like, you know, skincare you might put on with the fragrance. To me, that's like your signature scent. Because like, I don't know what perfume my grandmother wears, but her scent, it is her signature scent, because if I smell that specific smell, and I know it's probably not just one thing, it's probably like her shower stuff, like what she bathes with, but it smells so nice, and it just reminds me of my grandmother anytime I smell it. It's so specific. So anyway, if you want a signature scent, it's all about layering. So you definitely can start with these EOS Shea Better body lotions as like a base for your signature scent. Now, if you're going for a signature scent and you kind of like those tropical, beachy kind of vibes, aquatic even vibes, I would recommend you get the Coconut Waters one. Again, super moisturizing. These feel so great. It's an oil shea butter blend in the formula here, so it's very richly moisturizing, but it's also not heavy. It just glides on the skin. Love these formulas here. Coconut Waters smells like coconuts, but it's also, I'm trying to find an area that doesn't have anything on it, so I can actually, it'll be easier if I just not do that, because then I'll get confused. Let's see. Coconut Waters, it smells like coconut water, but it smells to me almost like vacation. Like it smells like coconut, like tropical vacation. Love this scent. If you're a person that, again, loves those kind of aquatic, beachy, tropical scents, those type of vibes, maybe even Caribbean vibes, and you want that to kind of be like your signature scent, these are ones that you can certainly layer with. For self-care day, spa day, these are super moisturizing, and then at the end you can just layer a really nice lotion on your skin, so your skin will feel soft, very pampered, and then just have that beautiful aroma, which is what I like to feel when I wrap up my self-care spa days at home. So definitely check these out, you guys. Look at the other scents as well. You might find one that resonates even more with you. I'm certainly gonna probably eventually have all of the ones they have to offer, because I haven't purchased one yet that I didn't absolutely love. All right, I should have put this with the foot file, but here's another exfoliation that you can do for your feet. These are by Plantifique Superfood Skincare. All right, these are the foot peel mask. I have the peach version. They do have other versions as well. It's meant to smooth rough skin and exfoliate dead skin. Okay, if you have those dry, cracked heels and you want a product to help lift that, I'm talking like multi-layer dry, cracked heels. Okay, beyond the foot file, I would give a shot like a foot mask. And these are pretty simple to use. You just almost like, you know, socks, like you put them on. And well, first you want to soak your feet so your feet are soft. Okay, and then you put on the foot mask and you'll leave it on for like 20 minutes or so. Let's see how long it says. We're gonna leave it on. Oh, this one says 60 to 90 minutes. Sorry, you guys, I'm getting a little bit confused. But you leave it on for like an hour or so and really just kind of let it soak in to your feet. And then once you remove it, these are the things, you know, where you'll just start to see your feet start to exfoliate, almost like it exfoliate itself, like where it just, you know, it's peeling off. That's why I like to use these for. So especially, you know, we're coming out of these cold months before we get to spring, summer, where we might have our sandals and our feet out. I'm gonna revisit one of my little foot mask treatments here to just get my feet a little TLC and some extra exfoliation here. So they do have a single or multiple packs, multi-packs that you can purchase as well if you're interested in, you know, more than one treatment, because this is more like a treatment thing versus the foot file that I mentioned earlier is something that you can use regularly. All right, so if it's been a while though since you've used a foot file, maybe give a mask a shot and then use the foot file like for maintenance. All right, and then lastly here, I have some eye patches, which I tried not to put on much concealer underneath my eye because I actually want to show it to you guys. I do have on just a tad, but I was really tired this week. So I did kind of want to say this to the end to show you guys and not kind of look. But these are, I believe it's B1s. These are collagen eye serum eye masks. Okay, I love these here. Let me see if I can get the lid off. Here we go. So these are, they come in this little pod here. All right, you get multiples. Hopefully I'm not gonna mess myself up trying to show you guys here on live, and I don't have the little tong thingy, which is good to help get them out. I'm just gonna open this one up. Sorry, it's super slippery. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to get one off with just like my hands. So you get this little patch here, and you're just gonna place it, see, underneath your eye. You guys, it feels it feels so hydrating. Okay, I'm trying to be careful because I'm normally relaxing when I do these here, but you just place them underneath. You have that collagen gel that just goes into the skin. These are really great. Again, when you feel tired, they already feel cool. Like, I don't keep these in the refrigerator at all, and they still feel like super cool. Let me go ahead and do one on the other eye since I'm wrapping this up and I can already kind of start my home relaxation. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do one more underneath my eye here, and then just let the collagen sorry, just let the collagen, sorry, I put this up way too high and the wrong way, but it's okay. Fix it here, there we go. And you're just gonna let the collagen do its job. Again, it feels so nice. It feels very moisturizing on. It just feels like this really cool gel. So if you're doing like your self-care day at home, you can apply these like after you've done like your skincare and everything. Well, after you've done like your face wash, you know, if you're gonna steam, and you just leave these on, and then you can just, you know, relax. Like maybe you're soaking your feet and you're doing something very relaxing here, and you just leave these on to your eye and just kind of let it do its job. So I really like these under eye patches here. Tired eyes, it feels wonderful. You do get a multi-pack of these. Let's see if I just peel this down. You get a multi-pack of these. So, you know, you can use these a few times a week if you want, just anytime, you know, you just want that extra TLC and moisturizing effect for your under eye. All right, you guys,